Hey George, it's your favourite bride here from Married at First Sight Australia, the crazy-eyed girl, the one with the messy hair, the one who's a little bit rogue. Her name is Jackie. Yes, that's me, but no. More importantly, today is about you. I just wanted to wish you the best of luck for your LAN video game night tonight, LAN. I hope I pronounced that correctly. And I wanted to let the girls know that it's okay to play games with the boys. Look at Natalie from Maths a few years ago. She is a big video game fiend, and I don't know if you saw, I was playing video games myself at Hijinks Hotel and Archie Brothers Arcade only a few nights ago. It is okay. Video games are fun. They are fun. And no one gets harmed in the process of video games. George, I know you really love maths, and you'd love to hear about any games that people play off camera. Well, let me tell you one thing. It is a little bit like Survivor, and I'm not joking. People strategize off camera about what they're going to say on camera and ensure that each other has each other's backs. It is absolute bullshit. That's why sometimes the things that go on camera make no sense and people back them up and you're like, what the fuck is going on? It's because these idiots, these small-minded, small-brained individuals have made a plan of attack of like, okay, I'm going to go at Dave tonight about not falling in love with Jamie, and everyone back me up on this. And you're kind of sitting there thinking, what the actual fuck? Like, what the fuck? Sometimes the editors edit it up so it's not so crazy. Being there in person, it's like a mind fuck. For example, remember when Paul punched the wall? So Paul was friends with Karina, Jeff, and Ree, and a few others. Not really. He was mainly close with Jeff and Ree, and Adrian, I think. But anyway, after that incident, we sat at the commitment ceremony couch and they'd all planned off camera to like defend Paul and try and minimize the behavior. And so we were sitting there and almost like all of those guys were like going like, oh, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. Like it was just a wall. Who cares? Like, and I was sitting there in shock. I was like, where do you have the balls? How do you have the balls to say this? This is being filmed for national TV. Now, lucky for Ree and Jeff, that did not go to air, but like Ree was saying some pretty horrific stuff, like saying, oh, one time I kicked a wall in, and it was when I was in my early 20s. I had anger management issues. I kicked and dented a wall, put a hole through the wall, and it was just a once off. It was a mistake. That means like this is okay for Paul. And I was just like, what the actual? It's because she was trying to defend her friend Paul and like not get them in trouble. But at the same time, I'm like, I'm one of those people that's like, I don't fucking care if my friend does something. It's not the person, it's about the behavior, right? And so I was very different. I didn't get involved in strategy, and I couldn't be fucked making alliances off camera because I was like, well, at the end of the day, like if someone I like does something bad, I don't want to be involved. I don't want to be supporting them because it's going to make me look bad, particularly because you have no idea how everyone's edit's going to turn out. So the nicest person backstage could turn out to be a villain on stage by them just cutting out the context they're reacting to make them look crazy, aka me. So it looks like I'm just like, you did this, when actually like they did do that, it just wasn't shown on camera. So anyway, that is basically what happens. Nobody knows how the edit's going to go until it goes to air. I think it was funny because during our season, there was like these boys, like I think it was Dave, Billy, Jeff, and Adrian, who thought they're going to be like the big four main characters, and so they created this little gang where they kind of like strategized and they called each other all the time. And then TJ got involved. They'd call each other, they'd like talk about all the gossip going on, even though you're not allowed to talk to each other behind the scenes. They thought they were going to be huge main characters, and everyone was kind of like maybe convinced that they might be, because they weren't involved in most of the drama. They were always the ones talking on camera. They were just hogging, like no one cared. I didn't give a fuck about camera time. I wasn't there to be famous. These guys were. They were like calling themselves the Big Four, and they even got the Daily Mail to write an article about them being the Big Four. And then when I went to air, Ali and Lauren got so much airtime. Nobody saw that coming. Nobody. I didn't see it coming. I remember watching the Hens and I was like, this is just all about Lauren. I was like, this is a surprise, because Lauren, in our minds as the cast, she was a side character. No one gave a fuck rat's ass about Lauren. Like, she got hardly any airtime. She didn't say much at the parties, like, but what she did say, they just put it to air. And people who were so loud the whole time, like Sierra was so loud all of the bride's nights. Like Sierra said so much, she was the loudest in the room. She got hardly any airtime as well. She probably like least amount. Doesn't even matter how much stuff you say on the night. The editors decide how much airtime you're going to get, and they don't care about like what drama is. They create storylines anyway. So I found that really interesting, and people would like fight to have more airtime, as in like fight on purpose. So they'd be on camera, so they'd decide to have a fight so that they both get more airtime, because like airtime is like, say, 40 minutes on camera. The more airtime you have, it kind of translates to followers post-show, so they were all like going after that. I found that really interesting. Like, as a lawyer, I didn't like, and as someone who doesn't want to like make money from social media, I do make a little bit, but I don't aspire to be an influencer. I'm too smart for that. Like, I'm a lawyer and can become a barrister if I want, and obviously run a business. So I'm like, well, it's a waste of my time to be trying to make money as an influencer, because there's like a billion influencers. It's so saturated, and you get paid shit all because you're basically just like a model that's an underpaid model. I feel like models get paid more than influencers, because a lot of times we get paid in free clothes. Anyway, I digress. What was I saying? I can't remember what I was saying now. Basically my point is that people start fights on purpose for airtime. Everything for them is about airtime. Yeah, anyway, good luck with your night. Hopefully that was interesting tea. It probably doesn't come as a surprise, to be honest. It's probably similar to like the Real Housewives. Like, they just start drama and gossip for like, you know, content for TV. And the Kardashians, like, you know what the Kardashians are like. They're not like hiding their drama. They're like purposely bringing it up on camera. Or repeating it and replaying it and stuff like that. So yeah, anyway, lots of love. Enjoy your games night. Good luck to the winner or the winners, or if there's no winners, just the games. Yeah, have a good time. Mwah. Bye.